Start here, though. The late AmaZulu King Goodwill Zwelithini has been remembered as a man of unity. A special memorial service was held in his honor in KwaNongoma today. The late king's remains were interred in the early hours of the morning. President Cyril Ramaphosa delivered the eulogy. Thulasizwe Simelane is covering the story for us. He joins us now live from KwaNongoma. So, Thulas, of course, we heard many words from several speakers about the role the late king played in uniting the Zulu nation as well as the rest of South Africa. Let's start with what the president had to say.
Well, Shahan, he was talking along the same lines, talking about the role of the AmaZulu King in bringing stability to KwaZulu-Natal. President Cyril Ramaphosa also honoring the role that the king played in such situations as responding to the HIV/AIDS pandemic, but also dealing with issues of reviving the culture of the AmaZulu. All right, Shahan, there seems to be a bit of feedback coming back to me, and it's almost impossible to proceed. I'm really battling, so I don't know what we can do. Maybe we take a pause and then come back.
Okay.
Let's hear what President Cyril Ramaphosa had to say.
He also had outreach activities with the Muslim community in the province. This went a long way towards bridging divides of race, culture and religion that had all too often fueled hostilities in the province in the past. He was indeed a bridge builder between traditional communities as well. He believed that African kingships should unite to confront social ills in our society and conflict on the continent. He worked to quell tensions between locals and foreign nationals. He strongly believed that the country's laws on migration and employment should be respected, but he also spoke out against violence directed at foreign nationals. Our late king was a soldier in the war against gender-based violence. In December last year, he signed a pledge to fight gender-based violence, child abuse, and human trafficking. He championed men's dialogues as a way of confronting the attitudes and practices that led to the abuse of women and children.
All right, Thulas, hoping this works out this time around. You were talking us through some of the tributes that we heard at the memorial.
Yeah, absolutely, Shahan. And one of the most poignant moments for me, I keep saying, is that throughout the week, since the passing of His Majesty, the focus has been on his legacy, but also pride in the heritage of AmaZulu and their culture. So as a result, there's been a lot of focus on the activities of Amabutho and Izintombi, who have come through here, the various regiments of young women and also mature older women and homemakers, Omama, in that sense, and his role in reviving some of the traditions. But actually, because of that, you could forget for a moment that actually we are here with a people in mourning. And there was a moment when Prince Mbonisi was singing praises, was sort of reciting the praises of King Goodwill Zwelithini, and he was choking up, and you could see the tears streaming down his face, and there was that absolute silence inside the marquee where this ceremony was taking place. And also I think I could feel and hear a similar silence just outside the gates of Kwakheto Mthandayo Palace. That for me was a poignant moment. And then you also had the situation where Princess Thembi Ndlovu, the sister to the king, was broaching the subject of what comes next, but in an indirect way, and not wanting to commit really to what happens next, just basically saying that only God knows who will pick up from the AmaZulu King. I've been describing it, and I hope I'm accurate in my description, that we have firmly entered an interregnum in as far as the leadership of AmaZulu is concerned. There's focus on the issue of the will of the king, which we understand will be read at some point. One wonders what will come out of there, and how does it fit in with the ways of doing things, the well-established ways of doing things that AmaZulu have established over a period of more than 200 years.
All right, we're going to have to leave it right there. Thulasizwe Simelane is in KwaNongoma.